Last time we were together, we talked about how to multiply two-digit numbers with a single digit. If you didn't watch that video yet, I really recommend watching it before you watch this one. In this video, we're going to multiply a two-digit number by another two-digit number. So, let's walk through it. I'm going to teach you how, one step at a time. Just like always, the first thing we look at is our ones column. So, let's pretend that 5 didn't exist. How would I multiply 3 times 28? Remember, if you didn't watch the last video, you may not know how to do this step. First we multiply 3 times 8, which is 24. But instead of putting our 2 here, we're going to write our 2 up top. Now we multiply 3 times 2, which is 6. Remember, we're ignoring the 5 for now. 3 times 2 is 6, and we add those 2 more we put up top. So 6 plus 2 is 8. Now, I've already worked on the 3. So I'm going to cross this off. Pretend that that was never there. Now I need to multiply the 5 times 28. But it's not 5. It's really saying 50. So what I need to do is I need to put a placeholder to mark that I'm working in my tens and not in my ones. So in my ones, I'm either going to put an X or you can put a 0. I like to work with a 0 because it shows me that there's 0 of them. So 0. Now I multiply with my 5, ignoring my 3. 5 times 8 is 40. Remember, instead of putting my 4 here, I'm going to write it up top. And now 5 times 2 is 10, and 4 more makes 14. Now I'm going to add those two together. So 84 and 1400. So 4 plus 0 is 4. 8 plus 0 is 8. There's nothing here. 4 plus 0 is 4. And 1 plus 0 is 1. So 28 times 53 is 1,484. Again, that's 1,484. If you were able to follow along with that, I'm going to ask you to try the next few problems on your own. And if you weren't, don't worry. I'm going to walk you through a bunch more. Let's look at problem number 2. Problem number 2 asks for 44 times 29. Just like before, I'm going to only look at my ones, which is my 9. So let's pretend that 2 doesn't exist. 9 times 4 is 36. So I put my 3 up here. And again, 9 times 4 is 36. But then I still have those 3 more. So 36 plus 3 is 39. Once you've done your ones column, cross off anything that you raised. Now, let's do my tens column. Remember, I need to say I'm working in my tens, not my ones, so I have to put some type of placeholder. So I'm going to put a 0 there. Now, I'm doing my tens. 2 times 4 is 8, and I had nothing to carry. I had no regrouping. 2 times 4 is 8. And then I'm going to add those two together. So 6 plus 0 is 6. 9 plus 8 is 17. And 8 plus 3 is 11. And 1 more makes 12. So 44 times 29 is 1,276. Let's do a few more. I'll erase. We're only going to do 2 more together, and then I'm going to ask you to do the rest on your own. So for the next 2, we'll have 68 times 31 and 92 times 57. So, what do I do first? What do I do first? If you said multiply your ones, you'd be absolutely correct. So let's do my ones. 1 times 8 is 8. I don't need to carry anything. 1 times 6 is 6. I'm done with my ones. Now let's work with our tens. I need to say I'm working with my tens, so I need my placeholder 0. 3 times 8 is 24. And instead of putting my 2 there, I'm going to bring it up here. 3 times 6 is 18, and 2 more makes 20. Now, we're going to add those two together. 8 plus 0 is 8. 6 plus 4 is 10. 0 plus 1 is 1. And 2 plus 0 is 2. So 68 times 31 is 2,108. 2,108. For the last problem we're doing together, 92 times 57. We start with our ones. So 7 times 2 is 14. And instead of my 1 going there, it's going up to the top. 7 times 9 is 63. 63 and 1 more makes 64. I'm done with my ones. Now, let's go to my tens. I need to say I'm in my tens, so I need my placeholder 0. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 9 is 45. Plus 1 more makes 46. It's okay that you have 2 zeros there. It might happen. Don't worry. Now we add those two together. Make sure it's lined up. 4 plus 0 is 4. 4 plus 0 is 4. 6 plus 6 is 12. Bring up the 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. So 92 times 57 is 5,244. 5,244. Now you try. You're going to do a great job on your independent work. I know it. Bye.